Yeah, good afternoon, students. In the previous class, we had a discussion on the data types as well as variables and constants, and how we can declare the variables. That we had a discussion on that particular topic. Now, today, in this particular session, we are going to discuss about what are the different types of operators available in the C language. Okay, so C language is said to be having a rich set of operators. So now we will see how this C language is providing different types of operators and how we can use those operators that we are going to discuss. So now I would like to share my screen. So here the discussion topic is operators in C. So in this particular topic we are going to discuss only arithmetic operators as well as relational operators we are going to discuss. So the outline of this particular lecture is that what are the lecture objectives and outcomes, arithmetic, relational, increment and decrement operators. So these are the three important categories of operators we are going to see in this particular session. And this is what about the outline of my presentation. So the lecture objectives is that this session will develop the students' knowledge in arithmetic and relational operators as well as increment and decrement operators. So after completion of this lecture, student will able to develop the programs using arithmetic, relational, increment and decrement operators. So now coming to this arithmetic operators. So these operators are used for performing the different arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and also the modulo operator, which we can call it as a reminder after performing the division operation, whatever the reminder that you can get with this operator, percent operator. Okay, so plus is for addition, minus for subtraction, star multiplication, slash for division, and percent for reminder, modulo operator. So if you go for this percent, so if we have two integer values, so then only this will give the reminder. Basically we are going to get output. And one more important thing is that when you are using slash, so if you write x divided by y, so this x divided by y is going to give that because both x and y are integers, so it is going to give has a integer quotient. It is going to give if any one, at least any one of these values is a float, then you are going to get it as a floating point division. It is going to perform. So that thing you have to clearly understand. That means here if you write 5 by 2, what is the answer you are going to get here? The quotient you are going to get it as 2, not 2.5. So if you want to get 2.5, you have to write either 5.0 by 2, or you have to write 5 by 2.0, then you will get 2.5, or 5.0 divided by 2.0, then you can get 2.5. In all these three cases, you will get floating point value, but whereas in this particular first case, you will get only the integer quotient. So this point you have to understand. Then coming to the second category of operators, which are called it as a relational operators, which are used to check the relationship between two operands, whether the operand is one operand is greater than other, or equal or less than, greater than, like that you can check it. So based on that relation, it may be true or it may be false. If it is true, it returns one value. If the relation is false, it returns zero value. In C language, you must be understood that return means one. Any non-zero value, any non-zero value is taken it as true. Okay, it is taken it as a true by default. One is taken it as a true by default. Okay, so 0 means it is a false. So the relational operators are double equal to, so be careful about that. You should not write 5 equal to 3. So if you write single equal to, it is called it as an assignment operator. It is also a valid operator available in C language. Compiler does not report any error if you use single equal to, but the meaning of this operator will be different. So if you want to check the equality for the two values, whether they are equal or not, we have to use double equal to. Okay, so equality 5 double equal to 3, so it is false, condition is false, returns 0. So greater than 5 greater than 3, so condition is true, it returns 1. 5 less than 3, condition is false, it returns 0. 5 not equal to 3, yes, condition is true, it returns 1. Like that. So if you see that less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, also we can use these relational operators for the purpose of comparison. Then next, coming to this, another important category of operators is increment and decrement operators. So generally call it as increment operator is call it as a plus plus, decrement operator is call it as a minus minus. They are unary operators. Why? Because they will take only single operand. So only one operand it will take. So that is the reason they are called it as unary operators. So unary operators are those which are applied on a single operand. So increment operator increases the value of the variable by 1. Similarly, decrement operator decreases the value of the variable by 1. Fine. So if you take this operator, so plus plus m, if you take this, so that means this is called as a increment operator we are using. We want to increment the value of m. So this expression is same as m is equal to m plus 1 or m plus is equal to 1. Both are same. So when based on the use of this plus plus before the variable, then it is called it as a pre-increment operator. If you use that plus plus after the variable, it is called it as a post increment operator, like this plus plus a. So this is a pre-incrementation of a value. This is a plus plus. This is a post incrementation of a value. Fine. So if you take pre-incrementation operator, the value of the variable is first increased by 1 and then the variable is used inside the expression. So pre means first it will increment or decrement that value of the variable and then the new value is used in the expression. Post increment means that the variable is used in the expression. After that, it is a variable value is incremented by 1. Okay. So similarly, decrement operator. So if you write minus minus m, so which is equivalent to m is equal to minus 1 or m e minus equal to 1. So this is short form for this. This is a shortcut operation. We can say it as shortcut. Okay. So m is equal to m minus 1. We can write it as m minus is equal to 1. Both are equivalent. Both are same. So here also based on this minus minus, if you are using before the variable, it is called it as a pre-decrement. If you use after the variable, it is called it as a this is a pre-decrement, and this is called it as after the variable. If you use, it is called it as a post-decrement operator. So in both the cases, the a value is decremented by 1, but here in the pre, so first it will decrement the value of a and the new value is used in the expression evaluation. Post means here first the current value of a is used in the expression. After the expression evaluation is over, then the decrementation of a will takes place. So these are plus plus minus minus, increment the value of variable by 1, decrement the value of variable by 1. So these can be available in post and pre operators, a plus plus post increment plus plus a pre increment. So for example, if you take m is equal to 5, if you write y equal to m plus plus, then what is the value of y? So first, because it is a post, first m value is assigned to y, later m value is incremented. That means 5 will be assigned to m y. Okay, so y equal to 5 it becomes, then m value becomes it as 6. After that, m value becomes 6. So if you print percentage d y comma m, it will print y value is 5, m value is 6. Similarly, in this case also, second case also, first it will this is a pre. So that's the reason first m value is incremented and that new value is assigned to y. So in this case, y value becomes it as 6 first. So both m value and y value becomes equal. So similar operations also be performed on the decrement operation. And one important thing is that these operations, increment and decrement operations cannot be applied on the constants. Like this, we cannot write plus plus 2 or 2 plus plus. So because they are the constants, we cannot directly apply these operations on the constants. Fine. So now coming to the reflections part. So please try to answer this question. In C language, increment and decrement operators can apply on constants. State whether it is true or false. Anyone? Just now we had a discussion on this particular topic. Yes, it's false. Then coming to the summary of this today's session. Now in this today's session, we had a discussion about arithmetic operators, which are used for performing different arithmetic operations, and then relational operators, so which are used for comparison of two different variable values. And then we have the increment and decrement operations like pre-increment, post-increment, pre-decrement, and post-decrement values. Fine. So these are the three different categories of operators we had discussed in this today's session. So the lecture outcomes revisited here. After completion of this today's lecture, students will be able to develop the programs using these kinds of operators: arithmetic, relational, increment and decrement operators. So this is what the lecture level practice problem. So write a program to read a 4-digit integer and print the sum of its digits. So 4-digit integer if you read. So for example, if you give this is a 4-digit integer, so what you have to do, you use this slash and percent operators to extract each individual digit, and you have to perform 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, this summation of all individual digits, and you have to get the output. So here we have given int, so you can make use of this arithmetic operators, division, that is division operator and modulo operator. Then this is another important problem, lecture level practice problem 2. So state whether the following statements are true or false. So all arithmetic operators have the same level of precedence. So is it true or false? So it is not, because the plus minus will have the same precedence, and which will have a lowest precedence than star, slash and percent. These will have these three will have equal precedence, but it will have more priority than this arithmetic plus and minus. So the modulus operator percentage can be used only with integers. Yes. Okay, it is true. It is applicable only with integer. During modulo division, the sign of the result is positive. Both the operands are of the same sign. It is also be true. So that means minus 5 percentage minus 2. It also gives the quotient as that remainder will be giving it as a positive. In C, if data item is 0, it is considerable as false. Yes, it is also be true. So the expression x is less than or equal to y, negation of is same as x greater than y. Yes, it is also be true. So these are the additional problem which is given here. Please try to solve this additional problem. Fine. So this is the prescribed textbook, and these are some references for further reading. So you can refer this. Okay. So thank you one and all. So if you have any doubts, please share your doubts in our WhatsApp group. Okay. If you are not comfortable to ask at this point of time. Okay. So thank you one and all.